Welcome to the Evolve Beyond Limits podcast. I'm your host, Stacy Geisel. This podcast is dedicated to helping you create a life that sets your soul on fire. I believe that is truly possible for everybody, but you have to be willing to do a few things. You have to be willing to let go of your past conditioning. You have to be willing to break free from societal norms. And you have to be willing to get really curious about your life and how you can start to look at it differently. Each week, we will hear stories from people who have done exactly this. People who chose to disrupt the life path they were on, go against the grain, and share the lessons and perspective shifts they had to make along the way. Every episode is committed to not only inspiring you and connecting you with other amazing humans, but actually giving you the tools you need to use this information in your own life so that you continue to evolve and reconnect with your highest self. Are you ready? Let's have some fun. I want to welcome you to this week's solo episode of the Evolve Beyond Limits podcast. So this week, I want to dive into one perspective shift that I truly believe if you can make this shift, you can transform your life no matter where you are right now. And that perspective shift is everything in our life happens for you, not to you. If you can take complete ownership of the life that you are living right now, whether you like it or not, you are the one that has created it. This used to be a struggle for me. I used to avoid things because I didn't think that it was my fault. And that avoidance was me not taking responsibility for the fact that I have gotten myself into the situation that I'm in. And the thing is that you can't move forward if you fight this particular point. If you try to deny this, it will just continue to make you feel stuck. And the amount of stress and conflict in your life will increase instead of decrease. The reality is the reason that you are where you are right now is because of the decisions that you have made up until this point. It's because of the habits and the belief systems that have driven those decisions. But until now, most of us have been working on autopilot. So this is not about beating yourself up. It's just simply understanding that the decisions you made yesterday created what you're living in today, and the decisions that you make today will shape what you're living in tomorrow. Okay? So we simply have to take ownership of something and then stay committed to changing it. And when I say stay committed, it's staying committed to not settling for good or fine and really striving to live that life of fulfillment, of adventure, of true happiness. Because the other option, if you choose that life happens to you, this is a very slippery slope into the victim mentality. When we play the victim in our life, we are always passing the responsibility and the blame to everyone else and everything that is happening around us. Responsibility is not blame. Responsibility is simply your ability to respond to a situation. And when you can take responsibility for everything that happens in your life, and you also give yourself the opportunity to change it at the same time. Because if you don't take responsibility for where you are in your life right now, and you believe that everything is outside of you is determining how amazing your life is, then you give up control of making tomorrow any different than today. So think about this for a second. Somebody calls you stupid. Okay, you look at that situation. You are obviously not to blame if somebody else calls you stupid, right? But you have the ability to respond to this. That's where you get to take responsibility. It's simply your ability to respond. You can respond by agreeing to this belief that someone else is trying to place on you, or you can respond in a way that's going to move you forward. Something along the lines of, that's your belief, not mine. I think I'm pretty awesome. I call this feeding your internal awesome meter. This is not about being cocky. This is about getting back your personal power that at some point you gave away or somebody took it from you. But this is why so many people end up feeling stuck in their lives because they have convinced themselves that they are, that there's no other way, that their life is happening to them and they can't change it. So this week I have a journal prompt and a challenge for you. So the journal prompt is there anywhere in your life you aren't taking full responsibility? And the challenge is one of the hardest challenges I personally think, but it's amazing because it brings so much awareness. And that challenge is the no blaming, complaining, or getting defensive challenge. So I want you to try to go an entire week, but even if you just go a day, and here's the thing, you're going to fail. You're going to fail at this challenge. If you don't, like, please let me know. Because, but that's okay. It's not about doing it perfectly. It's about being able to recognize it. And sometimes it can be fun to have a partner in this. So I love to use my husband. Well, love to use, I don't know. But when we play this game, he is very good at being like, hey, Stace, you getting defensive? And I'm like, whew, I got to take a deep breath and figure that out because it's so good to recognize these things because it is a clear point as to where we're not taking responsibility in our lives and we're trying to pass it off maybe to someone else or something else. So I want you to try that out and then make sure, shoot me a text with how this is going. You can text me at 248-206 3431. And you will also get like oracle card readings on Sundays and other fun ways to connect with me. So make sure that if you're not part of my texting community, let's get on there. And I also want to hear from you. So I love to connect on Instagram, tag me in this challenge and let me know how it's going. And maybe tag me in it and tag a couple of your friends. Bring a couple people along on this ride with you because I think that you are going to get a kick out of it if you can learn to laugh at yourself throughout this because it's very eye-opening. So anyways, until next week, be bold, be brave, but most importantly, just be you.